from side to side of the house and pivot and whatever. It's not about who can be faithful to an alliance. The whole time, it's not really how the game is played. It's like who had the best strategy, who had the best social game, who won the most challenges, who did that without, who was loyal to like one side until they couldn't be loyal to that side anymore. Like who understood the game, who threw the competitions that they needed to throw so that they would become not a big target, so they could make it to the end. Because if you are a big target, then usually you don't make it to the end. Because, you know, that's what usually are the qualifications. But most people in this house have already sworn who they're going to vote for in the final two before half the game was up, which kind of makes it be like, okay, well then, what's the point of playing? We're not really playing the game. Like, you've already like made a bet on your horse.
But then crazy stuff happens, like yesterday, that changes everything up, you know?
Yeah, it's never played with this much honesty,
Like,
I will tell you that.
The whole Mariah thing was a twist. Catan leaving was a twist.
The hat,
the Shanna thing was a twist. Huh?
The Mon hat.
The Mon hat was a twist. We've had a lot. Like, I think our show is pretty interesting.
No, it's very, very interesting, but it's just like, you wouldn't predict that we'd have so many people who were like trying to play so noble. The fact that that was Chris's supposed game, the fact that Misha's been really straightforward and honest, you, Carson, you know, like that's not a normal thing that people would be like, I'm just gonna go whenever I go. Most of the time people are like, no, bitch, I'm gonna, I will cut a head off or whatever.
Do what I gotta do
to make it to the end. So I think it is like interesting, and it's like very specific to our season.
Well, I think it'll be very different. Well, so far it feels different from the two that I saw.
Yeah, and also, it's not a very action-packed. Like, I think a lot of times we're sitting around, but when you think about the fact that it's only an hour's worth of time, they have more than enough footage to make that be like...
absolutely.
I mean, that argument between you and Todd is going to be great to get people to want to watch. And that argument yesterday, I don't know what she was saying up there, but she was screaming, yelling. I was like, they put some good music behind that bitch. It's over. Like, people are going to want to know what she's saying. I just think it's odd that she's not trying to... I was like a big cheerleader for her, and I'm honestly... I wasn't surprised that she was playing both sides, but I am surprised that she was like trying to come for me and saying that I was like a bad person and all this.
The word was mean, and I was just like... Now, I think I got pretty good discernment. I'm not saying that you don't want... do what you got to do to win this game, but I don't get a mean spirit coming from me.
No.
Like, I just don't get the...
I've not been, but you can tell she agreed with some of Chris's things, and Chris was just wrong in what he was saying.
Because he kept saying, there's just so much, like, you guys don't know what they're saying up there. I mean, some of the meanest things, and Todrick's not a good person. He's not a good person, Cynthia. I know you have a soft spot for him, but he's not a good person.